Kristin Cavallari and Jeff Dye have split. There's really not much to talk about here, to be completely honest. I feel like Kristin Cavallari is back in the dating game. She was seeing Jeff Dye for a little bit. Never really seemed like it was that serious to begin with. And now it looks like she's maybe back on vacation. I saw some articles being like, Kristin Cav living her best Laguna Beach life in Cabo. So looks like she's on a trip. Didn't really feel like Jeff Dye was going to be the one for her anyway. It sounded like a little fling situation.
Little rebound.
Exactly. So I'm just going to throw that out there. That's literally all I have to say about it. Just wanted the people to know that breakup did happen. And I was the one who insisted on putting this in the podcast.
I know. I was like, Fran, are you sure? We have that fun trivia thing. Like, should we put this in? She's like, let's just alarm the people, which I agree. We're going to let you guys know
that's just an alert.
Breakup.
Like, that's just like a...
Nothing to say about it.
I'm your breaking news on your phone. You get the little notification. It says Kristin Cavallari and Jeff Dye broken up after 5 months. You're welcome. That's all I have to say.
That's the alert. And I love single Kristin Cav.
For sure.
I like to see who she's dating next.
For sure. The other part of this is where I'm more passionate. I want to talk about Madison LeCroy. Madison has been front and center on this whole like ARod JLo situation. There were some pictures that came out of ARod and JLo back in Miami. They were kissing. Looks like they're okay. I don't know how to feel about that. But when the news broke, like Madison's face was everywhere as like the face of this scandal. And there have been so many paparazzi pictures of her come out recently that it's like, you're working overtime to get yourself out there. Like, and it's funny because she looks great in all the pictures, makeup's done, hair's done. And she's just walking around and they're asking her about the scandal and she's like, no comment.
She loves it though. She has a ton of comments. But the
pictures are all being posted and now she's on a trip in the Bahamas. She's on a little vacation. I saw this Page 6 headline and absolutely started cracking up. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, good for her, because obviously she knows that her name is going to catch some buzz right now, and she's making sure these pictures are bikini-clad Madison LeCroy escapes Alex Rodriguez drama in the Bahamas is the headline of the article. The pictures are her frolicking on the beach. Like, you have to pose your ass off to get these pictures. Because if you're on the beach and there are paparazzi and you don't know that the paparazzi are there and you're not thinking about it, they're catching you at some unattractive angles. You're on the beach. You're just like, you're
let it all hang out.
Now, let me show you some of the pictures
she's flaunting it.
Okay, now there's specifically one.
She looks good.
There's one that jumped out at me that I was like, oh my God. There's videos of her. She's like running in and out of the water, splashing.
I see it. She's splashing around.
Look at this. This could be in Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
This photo, and like I'm saying, she looks amazing. It could actually.
She's looking like a young Jessica Simpson out there.
She is like, I have never seen more staged photos it's just cracking me up that it's like, okay, here she is. She's getting those exclusive Page 6 article about her being written.
Probably on the cover of the Daily Mail Snapchat.
And I will say another interesting tidbit here. I don't know if you saw this, but Shep told Andy on his Sirius show, I believe, that Madison actually talked about the ARod DMs on the show, and they had to cut it because she signed an NDA
she signed an NDA with ARod.
So apparently
that's bad news.
So Shep, I know
that is bad news.
So and Shep said that when they were filming a trip to Capers Island in South Carolina, where allegedly Madison said on camera, this is what he said on camera, there's cameras buzzing around, we're on a boat, and she's like, well, I'm DMing with ARod, but we can't talk about that, or they can't air this because I signed an NDA. And then Shep said, that's the first I heard of it, and I was like, oh my God, my eyes almost popped out of my head. But hey, I think from what I understand, he approached her. Rose said of the footage in which LeCroy mentioned ARod, they didn't use that. And then we get to the reunion show. I guess it was Craig who sort of let that cat out of the bag, and it didn't take long for the internet to figure out who it was. So it seems like she potentially talked about it on camera, but because of the NDA, Bravo couldn't air that footage.
And now is ARod suing Madison LeCroy for breaking the NDA?
Right, it's like, what are the rules of an NDA here?
If a girl sign an NDA, you're doing something wrong. Mm-hmm. He's doing something wrong. You do not have a girl sign an NDA
I
like
think,
that.
Like, people like on Bieber's level just do that no matter what, probably,
but for certain, like, you know, if they're in the room and they're working on something,
right?
But like,
and I mean,
a girl
for
you're
sure
DMing just to have a
for sure, any employee when you're that famous. But I don't think.
I don't really think.
I was saying it more in terms of like
everything.
I thought that there were some people like that. Maybe I just saw it in movies.
But why
or TV,
would ARod need Madison LeCroy to sign an NDA?
No, it's definitely sketchy. I'm just saying that I think like people do
right.
that.
You think like Leonardo DiCaprio is making every girl he hooks up with sign an NDA?
Yes, no, they do that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying.
Yes, but I'm saying ARod with JLo, he is clearly doing something wrong. If he's making some like there. It has been known for a long time that Derek Jeter was having people sign NDAs and giving them gift baskets.
If you're single, then it's like okay. If you're single, then you understand when you're that famous, and they do that to protect themselves.
No, absolutely. I'm saying
in the
as an engaged man, and you're having
in
this
the context
woman
of
sign
being
an NDA, you're doing
engaged.
something wrong.
Yeah.
Right. You don't have people sign NDAs if you're not doing something
that they don't want to speak about publicly.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's going on, and Madison seems like she's having a blast with it. So.
Yeah, she's frolicking on the beaches. She looks great. So it's I don't know. It just does kind of feel like the Southern Charm squad as a whole is just living it up with the rumors.
Can I say
anyway to just be like, this is like. Their show has been mentioned more in the last few months than maybe ever. You know, it's I don't know.
Madison signing the NDA though, knowing he's engaged to JLo, also fucked up. Fucked up on both of their parts. More on ARod, but you know.
Well, we never doudted where Madison was in this situation. Like ARod reaches out to you, and she's on a reality show. It's like. What's the end goal here? It's like, well, if you're really trying to get your name out there, you are answering that DM.
Yeah, I guess so.
Regardless. So, I'm not saying it's moral because it's not.
No.
But that's what happened.